before I show my visuals because sometimes I start too early and then people miss it.
Makes sense.
Just takes a second sometimes. There's a delay. Let's see, also want to make sure the volume is off.
You are witnessing a new technology. The first and only game powered by the Super FX microchip. Why go to the next level when you can go light years beyond? You are Fox McCloud in Star Fox, only for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
You would have been around when that commercial was making the rounds. Do you ever recall seeing that?
Nope, I was 2 years old.
Good evening, folks. Welcome to the Game Reserve. My name is Jagger Newman. I'm the war in these parts, and considering my ugly mug isn't on screen, you can probably guess who's joining me tonight. Joining me to cover the very first Star Fox game is my good brother, Indiana Joe, aka Judd. How you doing, Judd?
Hey guys, hey Jay.
All right, so I wanted to have you to cover the first Star Fox game, Judd, because if I recall correctly, this is your favorite video game franchise, isn't it?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, so what do you know about Star Fox, or why is this your favorite, would you say?
Well, I really liked Star Fox 64 and Star Fox Adventures. Star Fox Adventures was just really immersive, and Star Fox 64 is just, I mean, it's just such a great game. It's so addicting, and it's just nice having something you can replay and replay. And
it's one of the only games I would actually classify as perfect.
yeah, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, so you have a lot of nostalgia for the series, but as far as production of the first Star Fox game, do you know anything specific?
It's just really weird. It plays just like Star Fox 64, but it doesn't have all of the helpful stuff that Star Fox 64 does. But it's kind of cool. I kind of like the polygonal graphics.
Yeah, so how Star Fox came about was during the 16-bit era, you know, the Super Nintendo, Genesis, all that stuff. There were two big innovations. There was CD-ROM technology, which was just like black magic. Not only were they cheaper to produce than cartridges, but they also held more data. So like everyone wanted to use that format. And the other big thing was 3D graphics, which were starting to make waves in the arcades, because like 3D games had existed before then, but they all were just 2D games rendered to create the illusion of a 3D space. It wasn't actual 3D. So a lot of people wanted to get those kind of games on consoles, and they thought CD-ROM technology was the best way to do that. So you had companies putting out a bunch of CD add-ons in order to, you know, get those graphics onto consoles. But as you probably know from watching The Angry Video Game Nerd, CD-based add-ons tend to be awful. And Nintendo was even planning to do a CD-based add-on, but after seeing how the Sega CD did, they changed their mind on it. And then Rare put out a Donkey Kong Country, which achieved a level of graphical fidelity that Nintendo didn't even think was possible on the console. So they started encouraging developers to really tap into what you could do on the Super Nintendo, and Argonaut Games, who had previously put out a 3D game on the Game Boy called X, inquired about doing a collaboration for a 3D game on the SNES. And that game would come to be known as Star Fox, and it was probably the fastest selling video game Nintendo had ever produced at the time.
Oh, interesting.
And despite the games releasing so infrequently over the years, it is a very influential title too.
Oh yeah, I mean, definitely.
But yeah, I think I've talked enough, so why don't we go ahead and actually get started with the game. As to, I turn the music off, and I need to hit record so I can actually edit this down into a highlight reel. I missed the intro again, damn it. So, as usual with these old games, going to be playing it on Switch Online. Again, best way to do this, crisp visual is easy with HDMI. Good for recording.
Makes sense.
And can you imagine how mind-blowing these graphics would have been back in the day?
Oh yeah.
It's like, and let's be real, the graphics in Star Fox have not aged very well at all. Like, everything is just a polygon, and there's a lot of cheating with 2D graphics in there. But I would still say there is a lot of charm to the visuals here, because some of the 3D assets they use are pretty complex. And the music and everything, it just creates this effective atmosphere.
Oh yeah, these old games are, I mean, this is nowhere near as good as Star Fox 64, and I don't know why you would play this over Star Fox 64.
Yeah, get used to hearing that for the entire hour, folks. Okay, so we always comment on the title screen first, and I have mixed opinions on this. I think the graphic design on the logo is great, but I feel like there's too much attention drawn to the bottom of the screen with Fox and his comrades. What do you think? Where does your eye immediately land?
I don't know, I like that it's similar to how it is in Star Fox 64. I think like you were saying earlier, like these old games are fun to play just to see everything that they did with limited tech and ability at the time.
And it is cool that they have the rotating R-Wing in the background too. Like, this would have been great for like a kiosk at a store or something.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, Judd, so do you actually want to take the wheel?
It's up to you, Jay. I can play, or you're welcome to play if you want to.
Why don't you play a little bit? We'll switch off between levels.
Sounds good. Let's see here. Let me just make sure I have the controls right. I think that's how it is in Star Fox 64.
That's what he's used. Yeah, go with the middle path to start with.
Sure.
That definitely seems familiar to you, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
No voice acting, though.
Good luck.
Yeah, was this ever, like, arcade console or anything, Jay?
Nah, it was never anything like that. Like, the whole mission statement of this game was to get 3D graphics on the console. And there's actually a story about that, too. So, after Argonaut got the go-ahead from Nintendo to make a 3D game for the SNES, they started experimenting to see if it could actually be done. And they found quickly that it really wasn't possible with the hardware that was available on the Super Nintendo. They found that while you could have the 3D graphics, they were run at like 3 frames per second. And looking at the presentation here, you can kind of tell that it's not running at a crisp 60 FPS.
Yeah, it's very, very laggy and just, it feels kind of janky.
Yeah, so imagine playing this with 3 frames per second. Like,
yeah.
So in order to get around that, Nintendo would commission the Super FX chip, which didn't necessarily make 3D graphics possible, but it did help the Super Nintendo perform the necessary calculations in order to run the game at a reasonable frame rate. But again, they also did cut some corners in order to make it work. So the ground, for example, and the background, all of that is just a 2D image.
Mm-hmm.
But they have the dots along the floor to create a perspective effect, giving you an idea of a 3D space, and then they just have polygons thrown in there.
I gotcha.
It's what I'm talking about with creativity in the use of 3D graphics. It's like there was thought put into this. But the next thing we usually talk about are the controls. And I think the big question with Star Fox is, does it play all right with the D-pad as opposed to a joystick like you would on a modern console? And I have played Star Fox on a Super Nintendo before, and it actually does play pretty well with the D-pad. And how I usually gauge whether or not the controls have held up in a game is if it's still fluid to play with a joystick, even though it was built for a D-pad. And I would still say this control's all right. I mean, it's not as smooth as Star Fox 64, obviously, but yeah, I mean, it still works just fine, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's usable. It definitely doesn't feel as crisp, or I can't like fling the R-wing around like I can in 64. But it's workable, I would say. I think the big thing that's a pain for me is just not having a reticle for the guns.
Oh yeah.
I just kind of have to like use my tracers to find out where I'm shooting at.
You're just kind of praying and spraying.
Yeah, and shooting up, like trying to shoot up here, up high like that is super difficult.
So awkward.
Yeah.
But you probably recognize this boss from Star Fox 64, don't you?
Oh yeah. I like game series where there's some, I guess, congruity. I'm not sure if that's the right word for it, where they have like kind of similar things. And yeah, it's cool that like a lot of this stuff made it into 64 later on.
Similar iconography, I think, is the word you're looking for.
Yeah, maybe so.
And yeah, like I think one of the things you said earlier is like the big question with Star Fox: is there actually a point to playing this when Star Fox 64 exists? And yeah, I really don't think that there is a point to playing this outside of curiosity, because like everything that this game does, Star Fox 64 just does a million times better.
Oh yeah.
Like that's part of the reason why they decided to remake the game as opposed to just leaving it as is, because like they had a chance to actually make the Star Fox game they really wanted to.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, they made for one of the best games Nintendo has ever produced.
I'll pass it off to you, Jay, and I'll let you have the next level.
Gotcha. One thing I don't think we've talked about here is the plot, and there actually are some differences here versus Star Fox 64. So the plot of, what is it? You know, just flying across the Lilat system during a war, you know, Venom waging war in Corneria is the same. But a lot of the character depth isn't there either. Like, Fox doesn't have a bone to pick with Andros here. There's no mention of his father either. And they also don't own the R-Wings. That's actually, they're experimental aircraft that are on loan from the Cornerian army as just like a last-ditch effort to win the war. That's something else that Star Fox 64 would do really well. They would just really beef up the characterization in that game, and in ways that were really clever. Like, one of my favorite bits of that in 64 is, like, you remember when you're fighting Starwolf, and Pigma would say stuff like, Peppy, long time no see, or I'll do you fast, Peppy, old pal.
Yeah.
But Peppy never ever said anything back to Pigma. Like, how I always looked at that was, like, Peppy just refuses to speak to Pigma anymore.
Yeah, I could see that. They did I don't know how you would put it, but they did a lot of like subtle storytelling with a little bit of like dialogue. It just kind of made you like think about the different interactions, and it sounds nerdy to say, but I guess the lore in like Star Fox.
There definitely is some good lore in there, and just the fact that Fox had a bone to pick with Andros for murdering his father was also a big thing too.
Yeah, for sure. This is interesting here. I mean, I wonder how you avoid like getting hit.
Honestly, this is one of my critiques of the original Star Fox. Like, I hate these levels because while you can shoot more accurately, it's hard to keep track of the positioning of your ship. So as projectiles come at you, you basically just gotta move your reticle away from them and hope that you're actually got space between you and whatever is being shot at you.
That makes sense.
I would have preferred if you just had the ability to play this in third person, but they probably did this because it would have been a little difficult to do without any kind of ground beneath you. Like, see right there, I couldn't really tell where I was. So looking at the comments there, Lois is mentioning Galaga. What does that say there on the second screen, Judd?
So she's saying, imagine all the people who only played Galaga seeing this for the first time back then. Yeah.
Yeah, as we said earlier. What she's saying now.
You think the shift in perspective divided the fandom? Like some would prefer the first-person perspective, like Star Fox, while others like the whole picture, like Galaga? That's a good question.
Well, I think with Star Fox, like that's also something that speaks to the design of the game too. So Argonaut wasn't the only one working on this game. Shigeru Miyamoto was also present for development as well. And it's a good thing that he did because Argonaut actually had some really ambitious ideas for Star Fox. They wanted to do open levels. They wanted to have multiple playable vehicles. But Miyamoto shot down most of those ideas because he thought that while they were cool ideas, they would be a little too difficult to do with the limited technology.
Mm-hmm.
So he encouraged them to keep the game as simple as possible. And I guess the conclusion they came to was taking a space shooter, but instead of viewing the action from the side like you do in Galaga, you're instead just putting it behind the ship and having it fly forward, which is a very pragmatic way to do 3D. And it also works well with the hardware of the Super Nintendo because, like, you're still playing the game on like a 2D plane. It's not like you're having to really think about your position in that space. Like stuff's coming at you, but you only have to worry about the X and Y axis movements. And Miyamoto ended up being 100% correct with that because Argonaut would later put out a game called, Vortex, which had a lot of those elements that they wanted to include, and it was just downright awful. So simple is always better, and that's another one of the big innovations with Star Fox, I would say. Sometimes simple gameplay is just better.
Makes sense.
All right, so before I hand it back to you, Judd, how I'm doing that reverse thing, hold, and then go back however you want.
Okay, good to know.
Give it a shot.
You know, I don't know that I've ever actually beaten this game.
Yeah, well, with the rewind function, we can at least get to Andros.
Yeah, that's fair.
And the Andros Space Armada. And I think to answer your question, Lois, I wouldn't say that this really divided fans because people were just fascinated with 3D graphics back in the day. But as 3D graphics became more and more prominent, some people did miss the old days of 2D graphics. So once the 3D revolution had passed, you started seeing more 2D games like retro throwbacks and everything. So now there's a place for both styles of graphics in the modern gaming landscape. Easy there, Judd. Don't run into anything.
Yeah, I need to...
Don't mess up that R-Wing.
Yeah, I took a little bit too much damage there.
Never give up. Trust your instincts. Use bombs wisely. Do a barrel roll.
Wait, is this the same theme as, what is it, Sector 6, Area 6?
Let's see.
It sounds like it.
And the music in this game is fantastic as well.
Oh yeah.
Like, it helps create that space opera atmosphere that the game is going for. And it was produced by, who else? The great Koji Kondo, who did the Mario theme and the Zelda theme too. No iconic Star Fox theme though. That doesn't come until 64.
Yeah.
Shoot, 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 shoot. You got it. Like, this is an elaborate set piece for the time too.
Oh, for sure.
God, why did you do that? You don't save Slippy.
I gotta help my boy out.
Fox, get this guy off me. No. And really, your buddies don't serve much of a purpose in this game. Like, I don't see them shooting down enemies, and it's not like they're leading you down different paths or helping you take out enemies or something like that, like in 64, or just another thing you have to worry about as you're playing the game.
I've always wondered if I had just a cartridge of 64 that had really aggressive wingmen, but I always felt like my wingmen were super aggressive and got a lot of kills in 64.
Well, all that was scripted,
Oh yeah,
so it really doesn't matter. It's that was before randomization was a thing. But wouldn't that be something for another Star Fox game, like randomize enemy patterns through the levels?
that would be kind of cool. I think there's a lot they could do with just the like arcade format.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's kind of the issue that the Star Fox series had moving forward. Like, remember I was talking about, simple design in the gameplay?
Mm-hmm.
Like, after Star Fox 64, like, you of course had the genre shift with Star Fox Adventures, but then they tried to go back to the same style with, Star Fox Assault, but instead of keeping it simple and just doing Star Fox 64 with the graphical technology of the GameCube, they instead tried to do a lot of on-foot missions with complex objectives and everything, but weirdly enough, it became more repetitive,
Yeah.
despite how much more complex it was. And then you had Star Fox Command, which is like a weird strategy game or something.
Yeah.
And then you had Star Fox Zero, which came the closest to replicating Star Fox 64. But they just had to include those stupid controls with the gamepads. Like, why is it so hard just to make another Star Fox 64?
Yeah.
More levels, better graphics, higher enemy counts. I'd play that in a heartbeat. You would play that in a heartbeat. And you don't really play games anymore.
Absolutely.
And weirdly enough, Star Fox is responsible for that, isn't it?
Just the disappointment in Star Fox Assault.
That's the story you've always told me as to why you lost interest in gaming. I remember you being so excited for Star Fox Assault, and it just left such a bad taste in your mouth.
Oh, it really did.
Even now, revisiting that game is just disappointing. Shoot it once.
Oh, dang it.
Don't mess up that R-Wing. Yeah, I can. Oh no, you've lost a wing.
Down a wing. Dang it. Oh, that's not good. You should talk about how I think I've heard that in like Star Fox Zero, they used a lot of the ideas they had in like Star Fox 2 and even in this game.
Yeah, they did have some ideas for Star Fox 2, like the robot walker and everything. But it was really more its own game than anything. And
No.
rewind both trigger buttons at once. Hold it. Now just move back.
I'm gonna go back so I can get my dual wings. Cheat a little bit.
Yeah, you don't want to be the one-legged man, the ass-kicking contest.
Yeah, it's really not.
Oh, you gotta hit the A button.
Gotcha.
Never give up. Trust your instincts.
There we go.
Yeah, I remember back in the day, you playing Star Fox 64. You would just play the everlasting hell out of that.
Oh, it's so addicting. I mean, this is good too, but you're just nowhere near as agile, and you just can't get the same kind of, you just can't move as well in this one. I think Lois had another question, Jay.
They really did an awesome job utilizing the 3D aspects. I love the shift in space and how the airplane is navigating through it.
There you go.
Don't get greedy, Judd.
Okay.
There you go. Let's get a few shots in and then avoid the electricity.
Oh man.
Want me to take a crack at it?
Yeah, go for it, Jay. It is a lot harder than 64.
Oh, that's for sure.
It's hard for me to tell, like, physically where I am sometimes.
Yeah, that is part of the problem here. Oh. I'm gonna redo this. This should be better than this. That's not. I already lost my wing. I've been playing this game all week. You think I would be better at it?
All week, really?
Well, that's usually how I prepare.
Yeah, like, it's just hard to really hit those things. There you go, there's one.
You got these guys.
And you're just in kind of a tight spot. Nice.
Oh. Not cool. There we
Easy
go.
enough.
You know, music goes really well with playing this game.
Highway to the Danger Zone?
Highway to the Danger Zone.
For sure.
Actually tried playing a clip of that over Star Fox imagery the other day when I was doing an industry influencers. And unfortunately, that got copyright claimed, so I had to cut that part of the video out.
Oh, that's sad.
I didn't even use 30 seconds of the song. People get so butthurt about things on YouTube.
Yeah. That's how it goes, I guess.
I'll play the next level.
Sounds good. Yeah, so is this like Star Fox 64 where you can like do all kinds of crazy routes, or if you pick one route, are you just stuck on that route for the whole of the game?
You're stuck on the route for the whole game. You can't go to alternate levels like you can't. There are a few alternate levels, but not to the same degree as in Star Fox 64.
I gotcha. Bummer you start with only one wing.
Yeah. Like, you get your health back, but why don't you get your wing back?
Yeah, very true.
Damn it, Pepe. Not now. Like, especially when the enemies get at distance like that.
Yeah, it's just really, really hard to like hit him.
And like right here, like, the draw distance is so limited. Like, these obstructions are just coming out of nowhere.
Definitely gets your adrenaline up when stuff starts coming at you fast in this game. You really have to be twitchy.
It is cool how they're able to get some theming in the levels too, despite the limited nature of the hardware.
Oh yeah. I mean, it is kind of a cool looking level design.
There is a charm to these old graphics, as we said. But today, I think you can only get away with something like this if, you know, it was an indie developer who was trying to paint it as artsy or something.
Yeah.
Because there weren't many 3D games like this on the Super Nintendo. There was Star Fox, obviously. The other one was Stunt Race FX. Do you remember playing that at the Athletic Club?
I think I do.
Like that 3D racing game with the sentient monster trucks?
Mm-hmm.
Then there was Vortex, which I mentioned earlier. But apart from that, most of the time the Super FX chip was just used as extra processing power for games. Like Yoshi's Island used that for crisper sprite detail and also to get some 3D elements into the levels.
Makes sense.
And Super FX made Doom possible on the Super Nintendo, and that was just a technical showpiece right there.
Mm-hmm.
Even if the game ran like hot garbage.
Man, Pepe's they're really getting after Pepe in this level.
What would Pepe say in Star Fox 64?
Do a barrel roll?
No, he wouldn't say that if people were on him.
Oh, get the one behind me, Fox.
I think he would say something like, "They're on me! I'm getting careless!"
Yeah, that's true too.
Come on, Jed, you gotta do the voices. You gotta get into it. Look at this thing. I mean, that's a complex 3D model for the time.
Yeah, that it is.
You gotta shoot the legs. Now it's gonna spin at me like a spinning blade of death. Not even sure if I'm damaging it.
There you go.
There we go, doing something.
This is easy enough to dodge so far.
Yes. Well, then this happens.
Spoke too soon.
That reminds you of the boss on Solar, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, it does.
Ooh. Down. Ooh. Now it's moving fast. Yeah, those multicolor orbs, those are the ones that'll screw you up big time if they hit you.
For sure.
Oh, what the?
Yeah, where did that come from?
I think I hit the ground too hard.
Oh yeah, probably so.
It's not like in Star Fox 64 where you just hover along the ground. Come on. Hold still. Hold still and let me shoot you. Who said that?
Falco.
Why am I the only one who's quoting Star Fox 64 here?
I'm sucked into the game.
You're not even playing right now.
Yeah, you play the next level, Jay.
You sure?
Yeah, go for it.
I think we're going up against Androns next.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at me flying.
I really hope you can get your wing back.
Picking up some extra men there. Yep, we're to Venom. Venom just looks so threatening on the map in Star Fox 64 too.
Oh, it really does.
Good luck.
Not great, gotta do this again.
Yeah, it's hard to tell your wingmen apart sometimes from the bad guys.
Oh yeah. It's almost as bad as Katina.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, there's some wings, Jay. Get it. Oh, never mind.
Get my hopes up. Wish it was wings. Ooh. Maggots. Wait, did my wingman take that guy down?
I think so. Kind of looked that way.
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah.
You shoot him, and like the little character sprites of the enemies fly through. Get out of the way then, Falco. Of Fox's wingmen, who is your favorite, Judd?
If it's Peppy with his southern accent, it's got to be Peppy. I think otherwise it's Falco.
And who's your least favorite?
I think I don't hate him like some people do, but I think everyone would say Slippy.
Slippy's honestly not as annoying, and he does serve a purpose on the team. I mean, imagine how expensive it is to maintain an R-Wing.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if it wasn't for Slippy, the R-Wing probably wouldn't have been in working order for Star Fox Adventures.
Yeah, this is true.
See, like when this guy shoots at me, I don't know if I'm out of the way of the projectiles or not.
Yeah, same.
Not great. Now there's two of them. Man, this is a lot of action on screen too, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what do you do now? Oh crap.
Oh, jeez. Dang.
What was the deal there?
Yeah, I don't know how you dodge that. You just keep shooting at it? Dang.
Take me down that easy.
Daggone.
Really do not like these first-person sections. I can't even see what's hitting me.
There you go.
Still flying with just one wing.
Yep.
Be a bit. It's weird hearing that from Falco, isn't it?
Oh, it truly is.
They definitely haven't formally established the character personalities.
Yeah.
Like, Peppy is old but useful. Falco's a douche, but he's efficient.
Mm-hmm.
And Slippy.
Slippy's just happy to be there. Oh boy. Yep, here it comes.
See why you wanted me to take the wheel.
Yeah, they have like the same music here as they do in like 64's Venom, I think. Or actually, no, this sounds like Corneria.
Yeah, this does sound like Corneria, doesn't it?
That's interesting.
Or is it Corneria? I don't think so. I think it is the same music as Venom. Definitely sounds familiar, that much is certain.
I like the what was I gonna say? I like the yeah, just the background of the lightning's cool.
They do get some good theming in there, that's for sure. This is really intense, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Damn it, Peppy. Why can't you save yourself?
Try a somersault.
I can't do a somersault in here. These controls aren't that complex. And the frame rate is really starting to...
Can't handle it.
What is going on here?
Yeah, that's intense.
Now it's getting even more intense. Oh. Want that Nova Bomb. Soul adjustment, soul
Oh, get the
adjustment.
wings, get the wings. Oh, wait, they didn't get the wings?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Oh, God. Damn it. Ah, this guy again. And sometimes when you're lined up with the guy, you can't really see that they're shooting at you.
Yeah.
Did
Almost
I kill
got
him
him.
already?
I think so. He's got a little bit of...
Oh, he's trying to kamikaze me.
Oh, no.
Oh, did you hear that music cue?
Yep.
That was a good one. Like, that's one of the benefits of the game being on rails like this. You can actually time the music with the action.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, should just dodge that. Oh,
Oh.
freaking rabbit. Sorry, Peppy. Oh.
Good dodge.
Serpentine, Serpentine, evasive action.
Oh.
Okay, what? That's new.
Yeah,
Where did that come from?
that's kind of a cheap shot.
Couldn't see that.
Oh, get the...
See
Nice.
it. Ugh. Come on now.
Nice.
Oh. Man, this guy can take a beating, can he?
Yeah, you can. Oh, what's the missile?
Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Hey, it did some damage.
Did you see Lois's comment, Judd, there? Do you remember Dormammu from Doctor Strange? How he defeated him?
I don't think so. I've never walked... actually, I have seen Doctor Strange, but I forget that reference.
He put Dormammu in a time loop so that every time he killed him, he would just come back and repeat the same dialogue again and again.
I guess we're that bad at the game that we need that handicap. Case in point.
Well, with a lot of these old games, you need that, and I think it's very convenient too. I abuse the hell out of it just so I can see some of these older games.
Makes sense.
Because a lot of the difficulty in these older games can be outright BS.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Doesn't that look familiar?
That it does. I'll go it alone from here.
Fox! I've been waiting for you, Star Fox. Those tin cans are no match for me. I remember you telling me once that the reason he said that was because he was a janitor on Corneria.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I alone rule the Lilat system. Oh. This is BS. I'm going into this with no help. And that right there is pretty spectacular, isn't it?
Yeah, Andros has always been a scary boss.
Even for the time, that's pretty freaky.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't making a meal out of me. You steel-plated bastard. Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, here's laser in your eye. Ah, what hit me there?
Man.
Wait, what?
I think he got hit by a panel. Or he's shooting lasers out of his eyes now, too, I think.
I think that's my lasers reflecting off of him.
Can you throw a bomb in there?
I've tried, it doesn't really do anything. It's not like in 64 where he gets a bad case of indigestion.
I gotcha.
Ah, that was my fault. Just won't let me get at his eyes. Hey, Judd, looks like Lois has a good question for us. What'd she say?
She wanted to know if we'd ever had nightmares from playing video games as a kid. I can't think of any, to be honest, Lois. None on my side, but that's not to say that there might have been. What about you, Jay?
Never games from when I was a kid that gave me nightmares. However, I do know of one game that gave me nightmares. And that game would be System Shock. That's probably the only game I can think of that actually scares me. Ugh, what is hitting me? Why did I have to go into this with such low health?
Good question.
We're gonna try Nova Bomb. I thought that did some damage, but no, he's just going into that attack.
Man. Only had some more health.
It's not even that it's that difficult a boss, it's just I don't have any health at the moment. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna let myself die.
Yeah.
Start with a full health bar.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, definitely use that break if you need to, Jay. There you go. Especially through here. Might be a little easier now.
Yeah, we'll see. Honestly, I feel like this version of Bandros is a little creepier than the N64 version. What do you think?
Yeah, I would say so. Both are pretty creepy, but yeah, there's something especially creepy about this version.
I think it's because it looks so much like a human face. It's just a little unsettling.
Yeah.
Uncanny Valley and what have you. Look at that frame rate.
Yeah, she's struggling.
Oh, down already.
Daggone.
I think I got him.
How about that?
Hey, I like that, you stupid monkey. I feel like that could be taken the wrong way these days.
It probably could. Yeah, I've never actually seen the end of this game.
Da 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 da.
I'm not 100% sure that's the right tune, but it sounds close enough.
You know it's the right tune.
Lois says woohoo.
Yeah, these actually look like the real Arwing now, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
I think they got a boost in detail all of a sudden. Like, even now, you still do look at this game and say Star Fox.
Yeah, for sure.
I like how distinct the two games are. Like, you can't look at this game and confuse it for something else either.
Yeah, this is very fair.
All the Star Fox games are like that, really.
Mm-hmm.
All of them have their own flavor. So I gotta say, of all the Star Fox games, I'm probably going to be very controversial for saying this. I think it was best portrayed in Star Fox Adventures. Like, just the way the ships were designed, the way the characters sounded and acted, like, it's just immediately what I think of when I think of Star Fox.
Yeah, aesthetically, I really like Star Fox Adventures. That's fair. I do like kind of how I'd say Star Fox Adventures aesthetic and Star Fox 64's voice acting.
And like, people take issue with Star Fox Adventures, but I mean, if you look at it as just a Zelda style adventure game, I mean, it is still a really good game.
Oh yeah.
And then you get a run through of all the bosses and everything, just make you reflect on all the playtime. And that is another one of the issues with Star Fox, I think. It is a short game, like it only took us an hour to finish it, but there is some replay value in going back and playing through the other routes. And they get progressively harder too. What we did was basically easy mode.
Yeah. Pretty hard, I mean, on easy mode.
And 3 is just outright brutal.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But there are some alternate levels, as I said. Like, you can get sucked into a black hole. Not sure how you do that, but that takes you to a really funky level. But yeah, it does mean that the playtime in the original Star Fox is pretty limited. But that's not really an issue either, because despite it being a first-party Nintendo game, Star Fox is surprisingly cheap.
Isn't?
Yeah, like, I think I still have the SNES card down there. It's only like worth 15 bucks.
Huh.
You gotta remember, they sold a lot of these things.
Makes sense.
And since Star Fox 64 was such a huge improvement, people are willing to part with them pretty easily. Like, as we said, the only reason you play this game today is just for curiosity's sake. Like, outside of that, would you really recommend anyone play this over Star Fox 64?
Yeah, probably not. I mean, it's like you said, just for curiosity's sake, if you like I mean, from a historical standpoint, or if you just really like the franchise that much.
Yeah, I definitely second that for sure.
Mm-hmm. Wonder if their sizes are metric, if they're in meters.
Probably metric.
You would think so. I would think the Lilat system would be metric based.
I mean, what country would be stupid enough to still use the Imperial system?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
Yeah, well, our country doesn't need us to make fun of it anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so Shigeru Miyamoto. It really is because of him that this game came out as well as what I've always loved about Miyamoto's producing style, producing style, is he doesn't necessarily tell the people who work under him what to do. He has a habit of saying cryptic things to them to sort of get them to think like he does.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, a good example of that is for Metroid Prime, you know how you can change your visors and everything?
Mm-hmm.
You know what he said to the team at Retro in order to get them to come to that conclusion?
What was that?
What if Samus had a bug's head?
Bug's head.
He was trying to get them to think about looking at the world in different ways.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Koji Kondo.
What's he famous for?
Music.
Hmm.
The Mario theme, the Zelda theme, the
Oh,
Star
okay.
Fox theme.
Makes sense.
Did the music for Star Fox 64.
Makes sense.
And Star Fox 64, ooh, what a soundtrack.
Yeah, great soundtrack.
Even better in Assault.
Yep.
One of the few good things about that game.
Yep. Oh, he did Assault too?
Oh yeah, well, he didn't work on that one, but they were still using his compositions.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. They just used the orchestra for his stuff.
And, oh, was that good?
Yeah, it was really good.
Damn good. Yeah, and I can't press through any of this, and once it's over, you know what's going to happen? It's just going to lock up. There's nothing, like, you push start when the end comes up, and nothing happens. You got to reset the game.
That's funny.
That's old school design for you.
Very.
So we only got like 4 minutes left on the stream, so we might as well give our final thoughts. So, and we basically already covered that. You would only play this game for curiosity's sake, because everything, and I mean everything that Star Fox does, Star Fox 64 just does better.
Yeah, it's very true.
Like, the graphics are better, the story is better, the music is better, the controls are better, there's more content, the difficulty is more balanced. It's just a better game. But that's not to say that this is bad either. I mean,
I still enjoy playing it.
For the time, the graphics were stellar. It doesn't play too badly, and it is a good showpiece of the benefit of thinking simply for game design.
Yeah, very true.
Like, as I said, like with Vortex, show what would happen if Argonaut Games had their way and were allowed to do all the crazy stuff they wanted to. But still fun to play, which is why I think it's good they have it on the eShop or Switch Online. So if you want to try it out, you can.
Yep, very true.
And Star Fox 64 is also on there too, but that's something for another time. And we also got to do Star Fox 2 at some point.
Yeah, I've never played Star Fox 2 before. It'd be interesting to try that out too.
Yeah. Anyway, that's going to do it for tonight, guys. If you enjoyed tonight's content, please be sure to like and subscribe. I do these videos every Saturday at 8 o'clock. And what I do is I take a game, play for about an hour, and just talk about the design and history of it, because I'm passionate about that stuff and love sharing it with other people. Though it ended up happening tonight. What I don't do is play games from start to finish, because part of what I try to do here on the Game Reserve is convince people to play the games I showcase, rather than just watching me play them start to finish. But if that's how you choose to consume video game media, that's fine. It's just something I disagree with. That being said, if there is something you would like me to cover in this format, please leave it in the comments and I will take a look at it. Anyway, thank you for joining me tonight, Judd. I hope you had some fun here.
Yeah, sure did, Jay.
Yeah, and fun getting some perspective on someone who's used to Star Fox 64. And I will have you on for that when I eventually get to it. But that's going to do it for tonight, guys. I hope you all have a good work week, and I'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
And we're clear.
Good stuff, Jay. That was nice that Lois joined.
Yeah, it was.